Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to PC Building Simulator. This is part 11 or 12. So, confession time. I went ahead and left the last video up on YouTube just for historical sake, but my audio, my microphone was not working the entire broadcast and I didn't know it. I didn't realize until I went back and looked at the video, and by that time it was really too late to do anything about it, obviously. Um, what had happened, I mean, the OBS microphone, um, so in OBS, the audio mixer that I can look at any one time. That's why a lot of times you see me look over here like this. I'm looking at making sure my audio levels are fine. The microphone was working just fine. What was wrong with though was that on my headset here, where the microphone is, unbeknownst to me, my daughter who she comes in here and uses my headphones when she plays like something like Stardew Valley or something. She had muted the mic, and I didn't know, and and so I spent the whole broadcast talking into a dead mic, and so yeah, that was a little embarrassing. Um, so I do apologize. You know, one of the things I was trying to talk about at the beginning of the video was how I was finally making quite a bit of money on these builds because I've unlocked some decent cards, and I've got a new computer here on PC Bay that the resale value, as you can see here, is 2323. And we've sold several PCs now on PC Bay. Well, a couple of them, there was one that hit over $3,000. Because we just have this one on there right now. So I've kind of hit a good stride here. We're at level 17. I spent a lot of time off camera playing this over the weekend, trying to unlock custom water cooling builds that unlock at level 16. I've got the water cooling shop here. You know, where I can buy the radiators, I can buy the reservoirs, I can buy the CPU blocks, the GPUs. We got our pipes, we got our connectors, we got our coolant, we got it all here. But we don't have any jobs yet. So maybe a job will pop open in this video. I wanted to make another video because it's been a couple days since I'd made one, and I didn't want to have too far of a gap between videos. But we're up to $23,000 now. Got a lot of money in the bank. We're doing really well. We're back almost to full 5 stars. So here we go. Let's just go ahead and take these jobs here. Let's see what this first one is. Let's see. We need to diagnose and fix the problem. I'll be playing the game or whatever, and then out of nowhere the PC will restart. I just want a computer that works. So it doesn't give us any clues other than just the PC restarts, but it's only $80. I'm guessing this is probably a heatsink issue. Probably the Silverstone, the AR05, is not working. $80 is probably the ET650B. The power supply, that might be the problem. Let's take a look at the 650B. Let's see, 650. That's $60. It could be the power supply. It very well could be the power supply. Let's go over here to the CPU cooling. What was this? It was the Silverstone, the AR08. Let's check out what this one is. Whoops, 08. It's a $40 air cooler. Okay, that could be it too. I'm guessing it's one of those two things. I'm guessing it's either the air cooler or the power supply. Wouldn't be the hard drive. Wouldn't be the graphics card. Wouldn't be the memory. The motherboard, it wouldn't even boot up. Or the processor. It's got to be one of these two. It's got to be this. But he's only giving us $80, so one is 60 and one is 40, so that's $100. We could buy both and just have the other one on hand if we need it for something else. But then they throw us a curveball, and it also says it's not as fast, quick as it used to be. I mean, it has a virus on it. So it needs it in 2 days, so we could wait and diagnose it tomorrow. Once we get the computer, we can take a look at it. So maybe we'll just go ahead and do that. Now you know what? Let's go ahead and buy the cooler 650B. Let's go ahead and buy this as well. They're giving us a lot of money and labor. It's one of those two problems, definitely. All right, let's go ahead and accept the job. All right, bespoke PC request. I used to build my own PCs, but I don't have time anymore. Can you help me? I'm a hardcore gamer. Lol. So I need to benchmark it at least 9268. So he wants to overclock the CPU and GPU. So here's the thing about overclocking that I have learned. Um, you don't necessarily have to overclock to those levels. You just need a CPU and a GPU to meet those levels. So if you buy one and put in the machine that meets that, that'll count. You don't necessarily have to overclock it to that level. So for the overclocking for the CPU at 3914, that's simple. We're going to buy a 4000 megahertz processor. Now the GPUs, I believe they stop at 1911. I think we need to increase it by 100. But to hit 9268, we're going to need a dual card system. And so far, in what I've experienced so far, is that the Zotac cards are the best for overclocking. So like this one's 1936, but that's $730. The MSI cards are not too well. So here, this one right here is the one that has been just amazing to overclock. But it's 1759, so going up to... I wonder, I do have one in inventory. Let's try something here. While we're messing around, let's pick up this PC here. Let's do a test. So we're going to test this on the fly. We're going to grab a random motherboard in our inventory. Let's just take this one. Alright. Processor. It doesn't matter what we put in here. We'll put the i7. Alright, let's put some memory in. Again, doesn't really matter. And we'll do this one. No, wait, this was a 2400 board. This was not as good of a board. And actually, I said it doesn't matter, but I do want at least 8 gigs in here. I'm going to search for 2400. Here we go. Use this one. Okay, graphics cards. We want the Zotac. Oh, well, this one is. There's a Zotac here. Let's try them both. Let's do this one first. Let's do the 1080 the Amp Extreme. This is only a single card board. All right, cooling doesn't matter. Let's just drop that. Any old cooler on there is fine. Power supply. Let's just drop in this one. And we need a hard drive. Something simple. All right, let's cable it up. All right. Oops. It's actually not a bad system. $518 it retails for. Alright, let's go ahead and install this. Remember, what I'm doing is we're going to test this to see how much we can overclock this card to without adding a whole bunch of fans into the case to help cool it off. Because we can always offset high temperatures with fans. But we're going to do a little test here to see how this Zotac, how much we can actually overclock it. And then we'll test the other one too. The mini one, which I like a lot better. Okay, so this one we can go up to 150% on this GPU, on the Zotacs. Alright, so we just need to go up 100. So this one doesn't go up very far. Yeah, we did fine there. Here, I want to take a look back at the request. Yeah, 2011. Alright, so let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. Now, again, this is not going to be exact because we're going to have to run a dual card system, but what I'm doing is doing a baseline for an upper level Intel. Let's see what we got, an i7 6700. So we'll use a better processor than that. 6700, if we do the part rankings, let's go back down here and look. 6700 is right here, 1572. So it's a big jump between the i5 here and the i7 6700. But we're going to want to use probably like an i7, which is significantly better. So we have to take our results here on the 3D Mark with a grain of salt. Our Zotac Extreme, this is the second best card we've got so far. The Mini is right here, the 4516. So 4516 to 4891, it's not that much of a difference. Just the clock slots there, but you can overclock it a lot more, as what I've seen. And I'll show that to you guys as soon as this thing finishes up. So we got another 28 seconds here, and that'll be done. $4,000. Let's go ahead and build this third workbench. Might as well. We have the money for it. Okay, we have no used parts to sell. While that's finishing up, let's go ahead and check PC Bay, see if there's anything to buy here. Not much. Solid state drive for 81 bucks. Or memory, but that's only 2400 megahertz. Nah, we don't want that. Alright, so 6925. So that's a good score for just one card. And it handled just fine at that 100 megahertz overclocking. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's go ahead and shut it off. Let's pull this card out. And let's go ahead and put the other Zotac in there, the Mini. This one right here. This is the one I really like. This is the one that was recommended that you overclock, because they say it overclocks like a champ. So the resale value went down to 500. Oh, I didn't look to see what now it's up to 600. It's interesting. It went from 5 to 600. It doesn't matter. I didn't look to see I have to go back and watch the video to see what that resale value was before we took that card out. GPU tuner still at 150%. So yeah, look at this. So the same 100 plus 100 because the clock was a lot slower. So in order to go up to 2111, I have to go 252 megahertz more. There's 114% on the overclock. So let's go ahead and run this now and see what our temperature comes back at. I'm assuming it's going to be relatively low, probably in the 70s. Yeah, mid-70s. It's going to top out about 74 degrees Celsius. So lots and lots of room to even overclock it more. But I'm going to keep it there just so we can do a similar baseline test. The other one was around, what was it, 6925, I think was the... Alright, let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. Yeah, the other one was 6925 or so. Yeah, right there, 6925. Right there. There's the score right there on the over there on the right. So 6925 was what we're trying to compare ourselves to. We'll see. I would imagine it'd probably be a very similar score since we're going with the same megahertz. But it could be a little different. Again, there's lots of other factors involved here. I mean, we've got 16 gigs of memory in here, but it's only 2400 megahertz of memory. I really prefer when I'm building these machines for customers to put 3200 megahertz in at a minimum. So that's not going to affect it too much, though, at the end of the day. Especially if you don't overclock the RAM, it's going to default to a lower megahertz setting anyway within this game. Here I am talking like I'm an expert at this game now, and it's still first time playthroughs here, so excuse me. Let's see, what else can we look at here while we got about 30 seconds to go. What do we think this is going to end up at? We're at $600 here. I bet you it goes to about 1200. That's my guess. So we're at 10 seconds left. So this part of the test gets all the way up to, goes to 30 seconds. It's not getting as far as I thought it would. So it's not getting to that second part where it goes up. Oh, 67.97. So it's last. So this card has a lower rating. 1,244. So I bet you the other one was around the same. Probably maybe closer to 13, but this is actually a decent. We could sell this one for a decent amount. So interesting. All right. So I think what we've found here is that we definitely want to go for one of these Zotac cards when we're going in here. So let's just go ahead and put this back over here into the storage area. All right, let's go ahead and accept this. Okay, let's go ahead and whiteboard it. All right, so he's got 2250. Let's try to do as much as we can, be as efficient as possible with our money. Ba, 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 ba. $167 maximum height there. That one gets a little cramped, I believe. Intech piece 6500. That's a micro build. 165, 165, 161. Let's do 3 times 120, 175 max height. So this one's pretty decent size. Let's go ahead and do this case. The Leanne Lee Land Cool 1 digital gold. Alright, so that's $100. What else do I have in the card here? Oh, that's right, that stuff. Power supply, since we are going to do dual cards, we want the best power supply we can. Let's go ahead and do this one here. 150. Storage, it doesn't matter. Oh, we got some new M.2 drives. Oh, 420 bucks. Yeah, we don't need tremendous. I do like to get something. We'll do this one here. $60 hard drive. All right, let's get our cooling option here first. This is going to be a. It's going to do an AMD build. So we need AM4. Just something simple. Do this one here. $20. Okay, what does that come up to this? We're at 1, 2, 3, have 4 items, so we need 4 more. We need the CPU, we need the motherboard, we need the memory, and then the graphics card. Okay. Alright, we're going to do AM4, so let's go ahead and let's do a 3200 max RAM speed. Let's do this one here, Crossfire and Sly. Actually, let's do this one. 210, 3600. Let's do the graphics cards. We want Zotac. Let's see if we can afford both of these. Let's go put 2 of them in the inventory. Let's do 3200, 16. That one there. And the processor, we want AM4. Where are we at so far? Here, let's add it all up. Alright, we got $60 case plus $100 or 60. No, that's the power supply of the other one. Alright, so $100 case plus $150 power supply plus a $60 hard drive plus a $20 fan plus a $210 motherboard, $1440 on the graphics cards, $210 on the memory. That equals $2190. Okay, so we're all right. So that's we're gonna have to do something different. Where can we save some money here? All right, let's go ahead and take the All right, let's take 210 back off. So now we're at 1980. Let's go back to memory. Let's do 8 gigabytes of. Let's go ahead and try 2400. This is gonna be a little cheaper. All right, $80 plus 80. That gives us to 2060. That only gives us $190 to buy a processor. Can we buy a $190 AMD processor? That is a Ryzen 5 quad-core 1500X. Oops, we want AM4. Let's do the 1600X. Let's do 270. Okay, so we were at 2060. And then we add 270 to that. That gives us 2330. So we need to cut out $80 out of this build. We could do it by switching to those other Zotac cards. We could go with a cheaper motherboard, cheaper case. Let's just do that. Let's take the Alright, so let's subtract out the 1440. That gets us down to 890. Alright, so let's go back to our graphics cards. Let's go to Zotac. Let's do plus 665, plus 665. That gets us to 2220. Okay. I think that's the way we need to go. That stays within budget by $30, and that should be more than enough to hit that speed there. Let's double check, make sure that processor is over 4,000. I didn't even think about that. What was it, 1600? Yeah, 1600X, 4,000. Is that right? Is that what we're buying? 1600X? Yeah. Okay. That one's good. All right, now let's do Conrad. New PC. He wants to overclock. So we just need to buy a 4000 and a 1540 GPU, but just one. We don't need to meet any. He's an NZXT fanboy. All right, let's go ahead and accept this job. All right, let's go to frequency. Here, first of all, what we'll do. Let's go home. NZXT. Let's search. Alright, so we got some coolers. Those are all water coolers. We have 2 motherboards. And we have some cases. Alright, so we're gonna go cheaper on this build. Let's do a purple build. Wait. Let's do black and red. Okay, 161 is the max fan height. We need to remember, and 180 for the max. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. Let's pick. Oh, so this is gonna be a Coffee Lake build. Okay, so let's do the white one. No, let's do black. That'll go well with the black case. Here, I gotta keep track. I'm gonna keep track of this as we go along. Alright, so we have 80 plus 240. That's 320. Alright, let's go and just go with the cheapest option here, which is another NZX. This is a Kraken. Let's go with $100 plus 100. Alright, it's 420. Alright, so we need 5 more things. We need the processor. So the processor, processor needs to be frequency Minimum 4,000. Let's just say maximum. Let's just say maximum is 4,000. Overclock to 4,000. Okay, hold on. Let's say max. Let's say max is 45. And we need Coffee Lake. So that only gives us 3 options. So let's go with this one here. Let's go with this, the i5 8600K. 280, so plus 280. That gives us $700. Motherboard, we've already picked the motherboard. We're going to go with 3200. We're going to go with 16 gigabytes. So let's go with 2 8-bit gig sticks. Let's go with the gold. I like these the best. 120, 140, or plus 120, plus 120. That's $940. Graphics cards. We just need one, but what's he needed at? 1540 megahertz. I think if we buy that Zotac again, the one we just bought, where is it at? Yeah, let's just buy another one of those. Am I right? Yeah, 1759. Alright, let's just buy a third one. So plus 665, that gets us to 1605. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I missing? Hard drive and power supply. We'll just do a Seagate drive, Seagate 500, plus 50, and then that leaves us with $95 for a power supply. Let's do this one here. Okay. Plus 80, that gets us a 1735. All right. 1735, that's $15 under budget. Perfect. And then this guy needs to replace his CPU and his RAM. $167 labor, but he's telling us exactly what he needs. CPU and RAM is a simple enough fix. Let's go ahead and do it. i3 6320. Let's go ahead and take that 6320. Add that to the cart. RAM, what kind of RAMs he got? He wants plastic green cables, which we have that. A-data, 16 gigabytes. How much was that card? Was 115. So he's got 500 minus 115. I'm doing this here to see if I can pull that. Oh no, it's a broken piece. That's a broken RAM stick. That's right. So we just need to replace it. Flame 16 3000. All right, memory. Flame 16. That's there's only one option there. $190. Okay. Accept. All right, so that's the last thing we bought. So we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Let's go ahead and go to the cart. Delivery tomorrow. Buy now. Perfect. All right, let's shut the light off. Let's go ahead and end the day. Hello, computer. Computer. Hello, computer. Okay. Alright, put our inventory. Let's see where this computer's up. $595 on the first day of bidding. Okay. We want to do this guy first. Replace the RAM. This is the guy that wanted green cables, is that right? Michael Medical Hole, is that right? Plastic green cables. Okay. Okay. So let's remove all the purple cables. Alright. Memory, CPU are gone. Fits this PC. Here's our processor. Let's go ahead and put our thermal paste back on. Our memory. There's our memory stick. Alright, let's cable it up. Ready to boot. Okay, that one's done. Next thing on the list is Conrad Charles. That should be this one here. Yeah, the NZXT. Conrad Charles. Which means this one, relevant food, is right there. Okay. Alright, Conrad. I'll tell you what, that auto screw tool is so amazing. Alright, motherboard. We know we want the NZXT. God, this is so amazing. I don't have to click on anything ever to do this again. $8,600K. Thermal paste. Memory. Okay, we did buy 2 sticks of this memory. Okay. Let's take this off. Let's see this. I bought another Zotac here, so let's go ahead and put in our Zotac. Let's take out the PCU or the PSU mount. Power supply. We went with the Sheen King 600. Unplug that cable so we can put the mount back on. Storage. This is the one where we just did this one here, which means I gotta remove this side panel. Alright, hold on real quick. Let's check to make sure he didn't want any specific cables. Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and put, since it's a red and black one, let's go ahead and put in, let's put in blue. That'll give me a nice contrast. What part am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the cooler. Remove. Okay. Dust panel. Front panel. PCI lock. Side panel. Cable. Side panel. USB drive. Power on. $17.35. $15 left. We did it just perfectly here, guys. Awesome. What a tremendous build. That's a good computer there. Okay, let's go ahead and do Mr. Relevant Food. I think he's next. Yeah. Alright, motherboard. We're gonna do this gigabyte here. Get that opened up. That. See, this was a dual card system, so we need those spots open. I think we gotta remove that so we can get the power supply in. We went with the 850 gigabyte Aurorus. Storage. We went with the simple solid state drive. Graphics cards. Zotac. CPU. Now I bought the X, so we could technically overclock the CPU if we need the extra 3D Mark score. But I don't think we're going to need it. Did I really only buy... Wait a second. Where did this stick of memory come from? Is there another... Huh. That was... I know I only... No, I can't do that one. Because that stick of memory is $130. That's going to put me over... That's right, I bet the 2400. Yeah, because that gave me $30 of headroom. Okay, it's all a white and black interior. What kind of cables do we want in this one? Let's put in... How about cyan? Total contrast. What cable am I missing? Okay. Okay, $30 under budget. Alright, this one's going to take a little bit here. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to install 3D Mark. No, we need the GPU tuner. And we need OCCT. And let's go ahead and install the lighting app just for fun. Okay. Alright, we want to go into the BIOS as soon as it gets me the option to. We're going to make sure our... I guess it doesn't matter if XMP is on because it's 2400 anyway, that's right. Okay, I didn't change anything, but I don't think we need to overclock the CPU. I don't typically like doing that. It's harder to do. You have to really cool the machine off. I only have a couple things in here that are blinking anyway. Alright, let's go to the GPU tuner and OCCT. Let's see what we can do. Let's take this up to... This one only was 120%. I need to go to 2011. Let's just go to 2020. See if we can get 2020 out of it. That's obviously more than 2011. Let's just see what we come up with here. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're at 76 degrees and 81 degrees. So we could probably go another 50 to... Maybe probably another 25 to 50 megahertz. But we're going to keep it at 2020. No sense of going too much hotter. It's well within the tolerance of the draw here. Awesome. All right, so we're good there. So we know we have some headroom if we need to improve the 3D Mark score. Excuse me. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll wait for that thing to do its deal. Let's go ahead and... Really? Seriously. I bought those two parts. I can't turn it on, which means it's the power supply. Or oh, I said the power supply or the cooler, didn't I? So it probably is. It definitely is the power supply. It wouldn't be the... It wouldn't... If this thing says it's not the power supply, I'm going to be really... Okay, good. It's the power supply. Was there a mount? No, there wasn't a mount. Okay, all the fans are working. That's working. Okay, I know that one had viruses on it, so I need to pull this drive out. This is why you probably have more than one drive. Oop, I almost turned that computer off. Alright, let's install the virus scanner. Jeez, this is taking forever. Yes, reboot it. 11, 12, or 729. Did that beat our score? Oh yeah, we're at 9268. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, it's ready to boot. Relevant food. Yeah, I think we did a really good job on that. So Zotex, those Zotex minis can, man, they pack a wallop for overclocking. And complete case. Oh, I gotta put this back on. Let's take that off. Well, technically we don't have to. Alright, awesome. Those 4 jobs are done. Collect. For some reason, still only 4 stars. Collect. 5 stars. Awesome. Collect. 5 stars. Awesome. Collect. 5 stars. Awesome. Whatever. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead. We got some new stuff in the store. Alright, how about any diagnosed effects? Overclock. Diagnosed effects. Dang it, so we don't... it's getting frustrating. We're at 42 minutes already. Anything here in the store? Memory, I don't want that memory. That fan, it's fine. Well, let's go ahead and buy that fan. It's $9. And we have a case for 17 bucks. Yeah, why not? We can store it in the lockers over here. Let's see. Yeah, that was $595. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the next round of dealios. Okay, you need to diagnose what's wrong. I'll be doing something and suddenly nothing works. I need to press Control Alt Delete and the PC just beeps. I'm gonna need it tomorrow. It's not as quick as it used to be. $400, and he wants it tomorrow, but we don't know what's wrong with it. It's probably the processor. That's what I'm guessing. $400. It's probably this processor. 16. That's a. Well, we say that we bought that one for 260 bucks for that other machine, but it's also probably a. I bet you the hard drive is bad on it too. Man. $372. We're probably going to have to... I don't want to spend 260 bucks on a processor when we don't need it. We probably will use it eventually. But it also could be a fan. But we bought that other one we didn't use. No, I'm just going to reject this one. No sense of messing with it. Okay, this is a CPU at 4900 megahertz. I think. Wow, I don't know if we have any CPUs that go that high. We might have to overclock this one. FSP components are meant to be the bomb. Let's overclock the GPU to 1318. No, that's simple enough. $2250 the budget. $515 in labor. Yeah, let's do that one. No time limit on this one. Plastic light gray cables. Drop on the floor. Probably broke his motherboard. Well, we'll just look at that one, see what it is. We're not going to guess. 12 days to this one, so we got lots of time. Intel, well, so that means he's got a bad processor. Something burning, probably a bad power supply, just won't turn on. I'm guessing it is needs a new processor, needs a new CPU. We're going to accept it. Since we have plenty of time, we'll just diagnose it tomorrow along with this one. So the only thing we're going to buy right now is we're going to build this machine out. FSP components. I don't even know what FSP components are. Let's take a look. FSP. Search. Alright, no processors, no cooling, no motherboards, no memory, no graphics card, no storage, power supply, and three cases. Alright. Let's do this. Which case do we want? Let's do this one here. This one's got GPU length, CPU, man. Let's do this one here. This one looks like a little bigger. $130 case. And power supply. Let's do... Oh, that's SFX. That's small form factor. Let's just do the 550. That's fine. Okay, so we have two of our things built now. Okay, he wants a CPU of 4900. Okay, let's take a look at our frequency minimum. So we have three options. No. Crap. 4900. Ah, we're gonna have to overclock this. Oh man. Tell you what, let's consult the Google. Let's take a look at this. PC Building Simulator best CPUs to overclock. Uh, Maybe what we should do. We have 2250. We need 7203. We need a fairly low score here. What if we bought... What if we did two mid to low range guards that were above this and we dual carded it and we did a custom water... Oh man. Because this thing I'm reading here, what it's saying to do is to do a... to get a high score on this, 4900, you probably would have to do custom water cooling. I'll tell you what. Let's try it with fans first. Do I have a time limit on this one? No. I've already accepted it. This one might be a challenge. Let's do this card, this processor. This is closest to 49 we can get, so we'll have to go 200 megahertz over. So let's go ahead and do this one. So it's $400. All right, let's go ahead and keep track of this stuff. Let's go back to my calculator. All right, clear. Let's do 130 plus 100 plus 400. Oh, plus 10. We have 110. All right, $640 is where we're at. That was a Coffee Lake board, so we need Coffee Lake. Let's try to go for a cheaper option here in case we have to really go hog wild on something. But I want at least... I want this one right here, 155. In case, because this will have better options for memory. But we're still going to do 3200. Do I have 4 gigabytes? Is that even an option? Yeah. 2 of those. We're just going to do 8 gigs in there of memory. Let's see here. So that's plus 65, plus 65. We're up to 925. Let's come back to the CPU cooling. What are we at here? We have 5 items. We need CPU cooling. We need the graphics card, and we need a hard drive. Let's just go with a simple hard drive. This one right here. Plus 90. Okay, so I guess that's up to 1015. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, CPU cooling. Let's sort it by airflow. What is effective airflow? $171. Really? That provides 171? 161 millimeters. What's our case? The FSP. Is it 165 millimeters is the max fan height. It was 161. 171 CFM. Let's go ahead. That was better than those custom. Let's go ahead and buy that. $80. I guess that's a $10.95. Let's go ahead and do. Let's see. We need 1318. All right. So we want core frequency. Let's do a minimum of 1500. And let's sort it by ascending. Oh, geez, we could. Let's also VRAM minimum 8. Okay, so let's do this. Tell you what, let's go with the Zotex here. Let's go with both of these. We have really good fortune with these Zotex. We could go with those 665. I guess it's a 24. Nope, can't do those. Let's do these. Let's do the other Zotex, the smaller ones. The 1070s. Plus 515, plus 515. I guess it's a 2125. What's our... Oh, that's really close. Okay. 2125. That leaves us 125 for. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get the fans going here. Oh, hold on. Let's go back to our case. It was an FSP. FSP. So we can buy. This is this one here. No. Wait, which one was it? It was this one. Not this one. Wait, which one was it? The 510 Plus. So this middle one here. Alright, so we can buy 3 120 or 2 140s. I believe I have fans in inventory that are... Yeah, but they're only 40 and 60. We have $125 to spend potentially on 5 fans. Okay, let's go ahead and start it by descending so we can see what the expensive ones are. 90. Oh, let's filter by airflow. Let's see if there's any... Holy crap. We can only get 2 of these kind. Gray plus white. Let's do... I like the white. I have to like the white looks. Let's buy 2 of these. That leaves us with $97. Okay, so let's drop the airflow to 50. We can spend $32 on each one. What's the best airflow for $32? Airflow... I like the RGB. I can make it colorful. Airflow 70, 97, 64, 75... 69. We need the 120s. Oh, let's go ahead and... Let's just say max of... Well, no. I wish we could... Yeah, let's do RGB. See what we got here. Oh, we only got 4 options. Can't do this one. Deep cool, 56. That's 57. 60. Alright, we've done it. Delivered tomorrow. Bye now. Alright, let's go ahead and end the day. Okay. So here we come up with here on this build. Alright, let's turn the lights on. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's see what we can come up with here. Oh, there's already fans in it. Let me see what kind of... Yeah, they're not as good. They're not as good as the ones I'm going to put in. Those are all 120s that we took out. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these. Let's go ahead and put the ones we want in. Looks like a Decepticon logo on these fans. Okay, those are the ones we just pulled off. Okay, and now let's put the 140s. Let's put that 140 there. What? Really? I can't put another one. I said I could put 2. Okay. Maybe we... crap. Let's go ahead and put one of these Decepticon ones back on here. Okay. That's fine. I like that. Those are... Yeah, there's a PSU shroud and a mount. Is that a beauty panel? Let's go ahead and take the side panel off here. Alright, motherboard. Okay, let's remove this. PCI lock. We're going to do this slot removed, this slot removed, this one removed, and this one removed. Let's do our storage first. Simple enough. Power supply. We may need to go with a bigger power supply now that I just realized it. graphics cards. We'll see if it... They are the minis. Their wattage is 150, so we could probably make it work. Okay, CPU 7. Memory. Let's go ahead and drop our 2 sticks of Corsair Dominator in. Let's put our thermal paste on, and then let's put on our massive. Goodness gracious, that is a massive heatsink. Almost doesn't fit with those fans. That thing is massive. Alright, cable it up. Let's go with let's go with the orange cables. Okay. Oh, is there a dust filter on the front? Where's it? Here's, let's put the PCI lock on. Front panel. Side panel. Side panel. This machine is going to look cool when it's lit up, isn't it? Oh yeah, look at that. We're going to change that color though. We want 3D Mark. We want GPU tuner. We want OCCT. Oh, we probably don't need the GPU tuner because that one, we already hit the minimum on that. And let's put the lighting on. Yes. Okay. We have to overclock it to 4900, the CPU. Alright, let's go into the BIOS. Hold down F2. CPU overclock. As the CPU runs faster, it will need more voltage to remain stable. If your overclock system crashes under load, try increasing the voltage. We recommend you don't go above 1.5. Let's go ahead and put it to 1.5. Let's turn on XMP. Supply changes and restart to make sure it's stable. Okay, RAM speed 3200, perfect. Oh, changing your base clock will disable XMP RAM function. Alright. I don't like overclocking CPUs. We'll see if this works. Alright, we just need this. It's 105% overclock. Oh, I think it's stable. It's at 81 degrees, so it's pretty hot. So you can't go much hotter than that. You can go up to 90, I think. I think everything is about 90 to 92. Okay. We're stable here. Okay, we've hit that score. Okay, overclocked that. Let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. And then we'll change all the lighting. So FSP. So the FSP is the logo that looks like the Decepticons. Nice. I like this case. It's clean. It's a little cloudy, you know. So it's you can still see inside, but it's when I say cloudy, I mean there's a sheen on it, which is nice. I'm not saying I don't like it. I actually do like it. But I like how you can see the fans on the front and the fan on the top. I like these ones where you can see the fans in the front. It's a nice touch. All right, while we're waiting here, what did we get this one up to? So 3 days, so we're at 1126, so we're doing well there. Let's go to PC Bay and see if we can buy anything. We can buy a fan for $5, another fan for $4, some memory. Oh, we want that memory stick. Oh, we want that one too. Nice. 2 memory sticks there. So we're right at about 60 frames a second here. So we're doing pretty well. Hard into the second level. Okay, we've hit our score for sure. Beat it by about 3,000. Awesome. We stayed within budget by $100. Overclock. Everything is stable. Perfect build. All right. We're about a little over an hour. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. Let's go ahead and check our email, see if we got any custom cooling options. Let's go ahead and collect our money from that. Let's see, those are the 2 that we're going to work on. Played Dota 2, 4 days, AMD products. Overclock, fine. Rig needs fixing. Alright, well, we still don't have any custom water cool jobs that are popping up yet. I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to go ahead and accept all of these new builds. Well, some of them are fixed jobs. I'm going to accept all of these. I'm going to work on these 2 offline as well as all these. When we come back, the next video, I promise, we will have I'm not going to have another video until we get to until we get a job for custom water cooling. So that might be 5 more levels. There might not be a video for a couple days, but I'm going to play as much as I can, try to grind up to that level. Once we get it, I will make a new video. I'll start there, and we'll see what we can do with those custom water cooling jobs, and then that'll probably be the last video I make of this series. I don't think there's a need to continue making. Maybe we'll make a couple videos of just maybe in free play, just to try to see how fast we can get something to go and overclock something. But there's not a whole lot left, I don't think. Just unlocking better parts. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do next time. Probably maybe 1 or 2 more videos left in this series, and I'll probably go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll move on to another game. So thank you so much for watching. If you do and like this content, please give me a thumbs up. Consider leaving a comment down below and subscribing to the channel. If you like this content, if you'd like to see me play something, please drop a note in the comment section of any one of my videos and let me know what you'd like to see me play. I have an incredibly long list of games on the Epic Game Store as well as on Steam. And chances are, if you want to see me play it, I probably have it. Even if I played it before, if there's something that you guys want to see me play, let me know, and we'll do it. All right, talk to you guys later. Have a great day. See ya.